2026 is their year. Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video we are doing a full breakdown on all of the merch, toys, dolls that have been revealed by Mattel for K-pop Demon Hunters. From new core fashion dolls, singing dolls, JINU is here. We have new figurines, Polly Pocket, American Girl collaboration, Little People, and more. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure. And let's get into it. That's right. The last time we heard anything about merch for K-pop Demon Hunters by Mattel was when they released the pre-orders for the collector 3-pack on Mattel Creations, and that was overpriced. But, you know, that kind of, people still bought it, and it was open for pre-order for a while there. And that was kind of iffy because we were not sure how the dolls were actually going to look like in real life, because those were semi-prototypes combined with some digitally enhanced like clothing and whatever. So it wasn't like fully, it was like renders. It wasn't like fully like real prototypes with like the full fashion, the full clothing, the full, no, it was like semi prototypes. So that was kind of weird. But now, yes, we have a full-on first look at the full-on slate by Mattel for merch coming this year. And even then, I'm pretty sure we're getting much more that we just don't know about yet. So release dates and pricing might vary, of course, depending on where you live, your currency, what stores are available to you. So just keep that in mind that all of this is subject to change, but basically all of these things should be coming out by fall time. And the pricings, of course, I will list as we go along the way, as we go along the items. So there's so much to go over, and honestly, I'm not even showing you all of it. Like there's Uno cards, there's like action figurines that I'm not going to show you, but just note that I'm focusing here more on the dolls side of things, the girly side of things, of course, but there's more stuff coming. There's so much stuff coming, like little wands as well, like, like the light wands. So there's a lot. There's a lot to be excited for here, and I mean, finally, it does feel a bit late. Like, really, these things are going to be coming out like autumn of this year. I mean, I have no doubt that K-pop Demon Hunters will still be a big topic in a couple months, but still, like, it would have been perfect if these things could have been released like spring of like this year, not autumn. But all in all, and of course this can change. They might come out in summer, they might come out earlier, we never know. Okay, starting off, we got the K-pop Demon Hunters tiny capsules collection here. And these are adorable. There's 10 in total. We got a full-on the Sasha boys here, all 5 are included. We got, even Bobby is here. Of course, Suzy and Derpy are here right there. And then, of course, the HUNTR. So there's 10 in total, and I'm not sure if these will be blind boxes, like if you're not sure who you're getting, or if you're going to be able to see which ones you're getting. If these are individually sold, or I think, yeah, they are. So the price point is $5.99. They're supposed to be around that price point, and that's good because, again, these are small little figurines, and I'm not even sure like what the interior looks like, if there is an interior in these little compacts. Does it open up? I'm assuming it does, because this is Polly Pocket we're talking about. Polly Pocket is all about like tiny worlds and little things, right? So that would be cool if there's like a little scene for every figurine. But let's see, the exterior at least looks so fun. Of course, we got the ramen noodle packaging for the HUNTR girls. We got the plant, with the vase for Suzy and Derpy. And then we got the little light wand for Bobby. And then for the Sasha boys, they're all like soda cans, obviously. And I love the theming. It's just so well done. It is so well done. And this is just Polly Pocket. Like, this is nothing too huge. And I do hope that we still get like a full-on compact, for K-pop Demon Hunters, like with like the old style looking Polly Pocket figurines. Like, oh my god, we need that so badly. That would be so iconic. But these are actually really good. And because the big heads, the new big heads on the Polly Pocket figurines, it actually fits perfectly stylistically with the animation style for the characters from the movie. So this kind of mashup actually works out really well with the new style of the figurines and with the style of the characters, so the big heads, it works out because it just translates so much better from the movie. So yeah, overall, these are adorable, and if they do show who you're getting in the packaging, I would love to get these, but if they're blind boxes, then I can live without them because I'm not about to spend like $6+ in my currency for a chance at one of these figures. Like, it would be always better to know what you're getting. Okay, next we have the new K-pop Demon Hunters for the fans packs with random figures. So these are going to be blind. You're not going to be able to tell who you're getting with these, but these are priced around $12.99, I believe. And these are really cool. I think they're about 6.5 inches tall, so they're kind of small figures, but they're super detailed. And they're super stylized as well. They're in cute little poses, and we even got like a chase variant for Derpy and Suzy. It looks like they got like a shiny variant, so that's adorable. I love the bases. Again, the posing is also super. It reminds me of the Monster High vinyl figurines that they used to do for G1 like 10, like years ago. But that's really like the kind of stylization they're going for here, and it works perfectly with the characters. I think they're so adorable, but like $12 for, again, like a blind box here where you're not sure who you're getting. Like, I would much rather get like 2 of the Polly Pocket figurines than one of these, because at least, I can get multiples of the Polly Pocket ones. And they're keychains too, so you can like, put them on a bag or whatever. But these are also fun, obviously. These are more for like display. And I think they're really cute. And again, we don't have all of these Sasha boys here, only 2. But I do think, of course, we're going to get a second wave, and perhaps even Bobby might be included, because it looks like in some cases they might include Bobby in merch, but really only for the Polly Pocket. Yeah, nowhere else. He is nowhere else to be found, but still, that's kind of huge. So these are cute, but definitely perhaps a bit overpriced. But I also haven't seen them in person, so I can't tell you if these are like hefty figurines, if these are well made, good quality, or if these are more likely just kind of, perhaps overpriced and a bit cheap. But stylistically speaking, design-wise, they are so cute. And next we have the Little People Collector collaboration. These are, oh my god, they're both the Huntrix pack and the Sasha Boys pack are both priced at $19.99, so really affordable, not too expensive. And I'm assuming since these are collectible Little People packs, these 2 will very likely be only available at Mattel Creations. Yeah, because usually that's kind of what they do with these collectible editions. But I have to say, the Huntrix are super adorable. They're obviously in their, golden looks, right? From towards the finale, I think. Not the finale itself, but, the final performance, I guess. And then the Sasha Boys. What gets me is Abby has got little abs. Like, oh my god. That's so freaking cute. I cannot. So yeah, I just think these are so cute. And for 19, like, I don't have Little People collectibles. Like, I don't have any. Girl. It's the little abs that get me. I cannot. They're killing me. And I'm a little bit shocked that we're getting Abby here and like the other Sasha Boys in Little People form before we get them in doll form. Yes, we'll get into that later. But it's definitely a little bit, disappointing. But I swear, if they don't give Abby like full-on abs on his full-on fashion doll, but they give abs to his little people here figurine, I'm gonna be so pissed. And I think a lot of us will be pissed because it's an important feature of him. Thank you very much. But no, I mean, they're just so adorable. I love the expressions for all the boys. Of course, the Huntrix. I feel like the Huntrix get a little bit the short end of the stick because they just look a bit, lacking in comparison, because I think we're just so much more excited for any kind of Sasha Boy merch. But I think they're both really fun, and I'm telling you right now, they're gonna sell out. They're both gonna sell out so fast. Like, no kidding, like, no joke. And these 2 packs will definitely be releasing in autumn, I think. Yeah, not sooner. Okay, now these are huge. We got the new American Girl dolls of Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, and they are each sold separately at $165 US, and these are available right now for pre-order on the website of American Girl, and apparently they will be released in around November. So that is a while to go. That is insane. I guess they don't even have these made yet. But this is, pretty crazy. They each cost $165, but I do think they look really detailed. Like, we even got real working zippers on Rumi and Zoe's tops, So there's really great quality here from what I can see. But of course, to me, this kind of looks more like American Girl dolls cosplaying as the characters. This doesn't really feel like the characters themselves, if that makes sense. Like, I look at these dolls and I don't really see the characters. I see, again, cosplaying, like costumes for American Girl. But still, they're so cute, and I don't know. I don't collect American Girl, so I won't be getting these. I don't have to worry about this, thank God. But I think a lot of people will get them, perhaps. I think the makeup is really exciting on these dolls because, oftentimes American Girl dolls don't have makeup. They don't have really any kind of like expressive makeup. But these do. They do. And I think that's really fun. The lipstick, the vibrant shades of like the rooting for the hair, like it all looks really nice. And even the weapons look really fun. But yeah, I'm very curious about how quickly these will sell out because they're so expensive. And you have to buy each one individually. There isn't like a collection pack where you can get them all at once and pay like 400 or something. Like, no, you gotta pay individually for each. But who is your favorite? And if you do collect American Girl, are you gonna get these? And now we're getting into the actual fashion dolls here by Mattel. Starting off with the Deluxe Battle Ready Rumi doll here. This is the look based on the one that she wears in the bathhouse in a movie, when they're chasing JINU, the Tasha boys. Well, to be fair, in that scene, all three of the HUNTRs are wearing like black getups, but here they've only got Rumi for this deluxe pack. So this doll, she's gonna be. Are you ready? She is going to be costing around $56 US, and yeah, she's deluxe, I guess, because she does have the full range of articulation. She even has like what seems to be a unique hand sculpt with fingernails sculpted on and even black nails painted. So I think that is a really fun detail. But aside for the full articulation, hopefully, yeah, at the knees as well, and the like really nicely layered outfit and a weapon. Aside for those features, I'm not really sure why you're paying so much more for her. I get it, the different textures, the different fabrics used here on her outfit, the different details that they were able to include probably takes up more budget, and also that new face grading with the different makeup also probably is why. And also, again, we got a new hand sculpt. It looks like, to me, a new hand sculpt anyway, and a black painted fingernails. So those are all really nice details that we usually don't get. So again, I get it. But again, at the same time, $56 for this doll. She doesn't sing or anything. Like, there's no gimmick with her. Her gimmick is that she is just expensive, I guess. But girl, let's not play around. I'm sure people will still buy her because it is, again, Rumi, and she does look really fierce in this outfit. I am just hoping that for this price point that the hair rooting is not poly. I don't think it is. I hope that it's saran or just anything but poly. I hope it's not poly, because usually with Mattel, when they do these like really loud colors, fantasy colors like purple and pink, they're usually poly, but not always. So hopefully with these new fashion dolls for K-pop Demon Hunters, with Mira and Rumi specifically, they do give us great hair quality and not poly rooting. But I think for what she is here, she is really cool. I just wish for the price point that even her packaging perhaps looked a bit more fancy. You're paying almost $60, and the packaging does look a bit simple and kind of lacking. But she is still really fun, and I would love to get her if I can. But I do think for most people, they will probably just wait for her to go on sale, because even at $40, I think she's a better deal. I think it's just like her being almost $60 that kind of like irks me, because otherwise she is a really good doll. Next, we have the new HUNTR singing dolls, and they're each sold separately at $32.99 or $33 US, and these are also coming out around fall or summer time. And right off the bat, you can definitely tell that these dolls unfortunately got the Wicked movie singing doll treatment, where they are overpriced and they lack in articulation. So basically, they cannot move at the knees or elbows or wrist. They even barely qualify as a doll. They only qualify as a doll because they have hair rooting and fabric clothing. But if they were not, if they did not have those features, they would be considered action figures. So they're kind of like towing the line here of being even a doll fully. So yes, unfortunately, the main gimmick here is the singing, and because of that, I guess they did not have the budget to give them even just one more pair of articulation for the knees or the elbows. Like, it really sucks, because otherwise these are really cute. I mean, yes, are they still overpriced? Oh my gosh, yes, for sure. Are you kidding? But again, it's not surprising, because the Wicked movie dolls, also the singing dolls, were also overpriced. And the quality and articulation for those dolls is also like really lacking. The gimmick really is the singing. That's the main feature. So with these, I'm not surprised that there's a very similar kind of design overall. I do like the final looks here, obviously, from the golden performance. They look really fun, and these are different from the other collector dolls that we had for pre-order from Mattel Creations. So the outfits are different. They do look similar perhaps, but they are different for sure. And yeah, they're cool. But for instance, like here with Rumi, I do feel like the hair kind of looks like Polly. I don't know, but overall, the main design that I do love is that even though these are kind of like a bit cheaper, like a bit lesser in quality for the fabrics and articulation, even though that's true, I appreciate that we even at least have some unique makeup here for all of the girls. Like, if you notice, they are wearing different makeup. So that's it's a subtle change, but I appreciate that, because then at least if you do get these dolls, you're not just getting a copy paste version of the core assortment dolls or of the collector edition dolls. Like, you're getting really like their different makeup looks, so that's a nice detail. And lastly, we got the new core assortment of dolls. They're each individually priced at $26.99 US, and we got JINU here as well as a part of this first wave. And then of course we got the HUNTRs in their casual looks with their weapons as well. So I think overall these are the quintessential dolls that you should be getting. The Rumi Deluxe doll, she's a nice addition, I guess, more of a luxury really. The singing dolls are more of like a gimmick doll, but these really are the quintessential, like the dolls that you should want to get. They are great price point, not too expensive, they have full articulation at the elbows, knees, wrist. Like, that is pretty good considering for today's Mattel standards, and cute packaging, I'm assuming. But yeah, the makeup here, once again, for the girls is different. I'm loving that variety here. The hair rooting looks nice. The weapons look nice. They're just really good dolls. And even Mira has fabric boots. She's got fabric boots for $26.99. Like, that's insane. I was able to talk to the designer, and I'm not sure if I can say who it is, but they were able to tell me that they did fight tooth and nail to keep those fabric boots in. So let's all take a moment here to thank the designer. You know who you are. You're a goat. So he's really just amazing designer. So just I'm so glad that we were able to get these fabric boots for Mira, because I mean, it just looks amazing. I hope they don't peel over time. But honestly, I don't care, because they look so good. And Zoe, I love her casual look. I love her top. I love her baggy pants. And Rumi has got like different, like I'm loving the variety in textures, for the fabrics here. Like, it looks so varied and it looks so fun. It's like really decent, really good quality. Like, I am shocked. This is really good for Mattel standards at $26.99. And of course, JINU. He looks so cute. I love the face. The face sculpt came out perfect. Oh my god, it looks like him. It looks like he just leapt off the screen. He does have molded on hair, but honestly, I feel like it works. It works perfectly. I feel like it just works, because that way the hair style keeps its shape and doesn't get messy. So I feel like this looks really good for him. The layers, the fashions, the sunglasses. Oh my god. I am just so upset that we do not have any of these other Sasha boys, like even Abby, like Abby, Baby, like those are probably like some of the more popular Sasha boys, except for, aside for JINU, obviously. So I'm kind of shocked that we were not able to get like Abby or, like again, any other Sasha boy here in the first wave of the core dolls. Like it's just JINU. I get it. Perhaps Mattel probably thinks that JINU will not sell well, that sales won't be good for him because he's a male doll. But girl, ooh, Mattel, get ready to have Mattel, get ready to have your mind changed, because I can assure you, JINU will be the most popular doll in this entire assortment for sure, hands down. We're all gonna be just trying to get his doll first. It's just he came out so beautifully. So honestly, I do think, basically, like I'm 99% sure eventually we will have a second wave with the rest of the Sasha boys, or they might do something weird where they might have like a 5-pack of all the Sasha boys, and that's where they might include them kind of like as an exclusive deal. I don't know, similar to how they did with the Little Mermaid live action dolls, for Ariel's sisters. I'm thinking they might do something similar like that with like a 5-pack, because Mattel might think like, yeah, we have to make dolls of those characters because they are popular enough, but not popular enough to sell them individually. So honestly, I'm not sure what they're doing, but we got JINU, and that's at least great. So overall, I think these core dolls came out amazing. They look great. I will be trying to get them, hopefully. But yes, they are probably coming out around summer or fall time, so we do have to wait a little while still for these dolls to come out. But hopefully they do come out earlier, like in summer, because I think they just look so good, and they came out looking so nice. I kind of feel like was the collector 3-pack on Mattel Creations even worth it? Because these look so good. Anyway, that is basically all of the things that really caught my eye that are the biggest deals. Basically, we do have, again, like an Uno card deck as well. We got like some figurines as well that kind of looks fun, but I think for the most part, yeah, and like some keychain but they're also blind box. So for the most part, these are like the highlights basically of what got revealed. And I think overall, I am just very unpleasant. I'm gonna say it. I'm impressed. I am impressed, Mattel. This is not bad. This is actually very decent quality. I am stumbling upon my words because this is like a never before seen kind of occasion, like Mattel actually doing a good job, like at an IP collaboration like this, like launching so much merch, toys, dolls, and it's actually like decent, like, and the price points are not too outrageous. Aside for the singing dolls and a deluxe battle Rumi, I do think those price points are a bit yeah, that's where Mattel really got a bit greedy. But I think the core dolls being less than $30 is a win for sure. Oh my god, there were like when these first images first came out, we the rumor was that the price point was around $40 for all of these dolls, and that would have been horrible. That would have been horrible. Like $40 for all of these dolls individually. That would have been insane. But thankfully, that was not true. So I'm so glad that at the very least, even if the singing dolls, the deluxe battle Rumi doll, even if those are a bit overpriced, the core dolls, which matter the most, they're well priced. So I think this is just amazing, and there really is something for everyone here. Little People, Polly Pocket, American Girl, keychains, like figurines, like even Uno. Again, like if you want an Uno deck themed after K-pop Demon Hunters, you got it. It's like Mattel's got you covered. So I think this is just really great and very strong. And the only issue now is that why is it gonna take so long for them to be released? That's the only issue really that I have, is that, yeah, we got them revealed now, right? But how long until they actually get released fully worldwide to the public? And when they do get released, I hope that they have enough stock available for everyone, because let's not, play around here. Without a doubt, these dolls will be, especially the core assortment of dolls, they will be selling out like hotcakes. They will be super popular. So I am just hoping that Mattel will have produced enough stock for all of these dolls, because it's gonna be, I hope it's not like a bloodbath, but seeing as how popular, K-pop Demon Hunters is and still is, I just hope that they've planned ahead you know. And that was all of the K-pop Demon Hunters news we have for today, but I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to support the channel that way. Of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.